Welcome back to the Nerdery. I'm JD.
And I'm Jimmy.
And Chris cannot be with us. He had some personal matters that he had to attend to. But we are still here, and my AC's on the fritz, and we're sweating it out anyway for you kind listeners, our faithful fan base.
So hot.
Yeah, it was up to like 86 earlier.
God dang, man.
But comic books. This week I have from Top Cow, Tales of Honor, Bred to Kill #1. And then from Vertigo, I have Mad Max Fury Road, Furiosa #1. And then from Boom Studios, I have The Fiction.
Well, you kind of ran the gamut there.
Yeah,
you went,
not a single cape.
Yeah. And you actually went outside the normal big two. You got Boom, Top Cow, and Vertigo. Although you're a big advocate for Top Cow.
Yes.
Especially since Matt Hawkins is on the on the page there.
And Vertigo is nothing but a division of DC, so
still, it's not a cape book.
True.
That's a really cool mix there. Me actually, I'm pretty heavy Marvel this week. Very heavy on the Marvel. I'm just gonna do a rundown on.
He's trying to pick, folks.
Yeah. I spent a lot of money this week. Unfortunately, I had to catch up for the past 2 weeks I missed. I was very limited on my selection, though, so I didn't go nuts.
There you go.
But I will cover in depth Silver Surfer, issue number 12. Old Man Logan, issue number 2, which is part of the Secret Wars tie-in.
That's right.
And Deadpool Secret Wars number 2. I'm also going to give a real quick rundown on Archie vs. Predator, Archie vs. Predator number 3, Superior Iron Man number 9, and Darth Vader number 6.
And later on, we are also going to be doing a review on Jurassic World, because we have both seen it.
Finally got around to seeing that.
That's right. I'm probably going to sandbag that for the very last part of the first half.
Okay.
Because, we're probably going to let out some spoilers, and that way people can just do whatever they want to do and then pick us back up on the second half. I don't know what we're going to be discussing on the second half. I'm willing to bet one of our kind listeners will shoot us something. Jerry is wishing me a happy Father's Day. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to kick off this shindig with Mad Max Furiosa #1. I love it. It's not exactly what I expected. Because Knox and Immortan Joe #1.
That was an origin story.
Yeah.
You were expecting an origin and I read that too. I actually picked that one up as well.
I expected an origin, like how she came to be who she was.
And it was more about
how she came to be helping the wives.
Right.
The breeders.
Right.
That's what they called them.
But you do find out a little bit of information about her.
Yeah, a little bit, not a lot.
Yeah,
but a little bit. Yeah. And then I love the art. They're doing such a great job on the writing, and the art is fantastic. It suits the topic to a T, and I absolutely love it.
I'm right there with you, man.
I'm going to give it a solid 5 capes. I loved it.
I'll give it a solid 5 chimichangas.
There you go. Next up is The Fiction.
Oh, before we move on, the next installment of that Mad Max will be Max #1.
That's
Mad
right.
Max #1. So there you go.
And then I have The Fiction #1. Now, the whole reason I picked this up is this week I only had 2 issues come in. So, as y'all all know, we all try to do 3 books, Jimmy and I both, and I needed a third. And I was torn between this and something else, and I was like, you know what, I read the synopsis of it, this seems a lot more interesting. So I'm going to grab this one. Now, let me say this, the art is not for me. I'm not going to say it's bad, it's just not for me. It's really cartoony, which I know a lot of people love that.
You like a more serious look to the art.
Yeah, but I mean, the writing is great.
And I'm going to read that. If you'll let me borrow it, I'll read it.
Yeah, you can borrow it.
Okay, cool.
The writing is absolutely fantastic, and I described it to my wife, and she put it as a never-ending story meets Jumanji. and it's really accurate. I don't want to spoil it, but it's definitely interesting. It's based on 4 children who had an experience when they were younger, and one of them went missing. And now they're older, and another one has gone missing, so it's up to the other 2. They're going to go try to track their 2 friends down, missing friends down.
Okay.
And it's great. I love it. I love the writing. Like I said, the art is not quite for me. I'm going to give it a solid 4 capes, straight up. But I believe for like a younger audience or a female audience, this would be perfect. It's fantastically written. The writing alone has me. I will be picking up number 2 when it comes out.
Awesome. Before we move on any further, if you're hearing any background noise, we are watching
Conspiracy
Theory, an old Richard Donner directed film with
Mel Gibson,
and
Julia Roberts,
and Patrick Stewart.
That's right.
Along with a cast of many others.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's what's going on in the background. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. So if you hear somebody screaming, don't worry. It's just Mel Gibson being Mel Gibson.
He's dealing with the brain gravy right now.
Yeah.
So.
And last on my plate is Tales of Honor, Bred to Kill, number 1. This is another Matt Hawkins. And, well, Jimmy, you wound up with 2 number 0.
Yes.
On Free Comic Book Day.
I got one at Jay's, and then I forgot I got one at Jay's, so I got one at Bedrock.
That's right. And I actually got the one you gave me autographed.
Very nice.
Now, I'm going to say this.
I think I got mine autographed, too.
Number 1 is a huge change of pace from number 0.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if I reviewed it.
I flipped through it, and I think I was on a rough time constraint because it was towards the end of my shift at work. But I flipped through it, and I was just kind of like, a lot of dialogue. So, I'm going to give it another look through and really read it. And you're saying it's awesome.
Number 0 was absolutely fantastic. I'd give it 5 capes any day. Now, number 1 is a heavy change of pace.
Yeah.
Because number 0 was accelerating.
Yeah.
It starts off really slow, but it's like high paced by the end of it. Number 1 is very, very low pace. It's low aggressiveness. Is very covert. But I still love it.
And just to describe the world a little bit, there is a slight synopsis of it at the beginning of the book.
That's right.
It does have this. Of course, you're dealing with spacefaring factions and races.
Yeah.
That deal with each other in a very close knit system. So it does have this Space Marines / Dune /
yeah.
I don't know what else, but it's very sci-fi. So if you're a fan of sci-fi, I would definitely pick this up.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a fan of Frank Herbert. I mean, if you like Dune, this sounds like it's right up your alley.
Yeah.
So that's something you might want to turn Pyro
Brandon,
onto.
Yeah. I'll let him know. We come down to the rating. Jimmy, you're probably actually going to be surprised, and folks listening who've heard me do a lot of Matt Hawkins reviews, y'all are probably going to be surprised. I'm going to give it 4 capes. 4. Which is unusually low for me with a Matt Hawkins book. I was expecting it to pick up right where 0 left off.
And it didn't.
It didn't, and now that's my own misconception. Because very few of the number 0 books that came out for Free Comic Book Day, and their number 1s have now been released, very few of them actually pick up right where 0 left off.
Right. 0 is kind of a teaser, a preview.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen. Check this out.
Now, the only books that I'm aware of that really
my question though
picked up.
Before you move on, my question though, did it hook you enough to pick up a second issue?
Oh, I'm definitely going to keep reading it.
Okay.
Definitely. I'm very interested in where Honor's going to wind up. Honor Harrington is the main character. I'm very curious as to where she winds up and what she has to go through to.
And also, if you do pick this book up, I believe there is a trade already out involving the same character. This is Born to Kill.
Yes.
So I believe there's already an established universe and trade that you can read some
That's
backstory on to get the gist of this.
That's right.
So there you go.
Now, I haven't read any of that, but you can guarantee I'm going to. You can guarantee I'm going to read them, and I'm going to review them. I got a whole lot of stuff I got to read.
Yeah.
The Filth, Empire, and Think Tank. I still need to read Think Tank.
You need to read some Transmet. I know you don't. I know you don't think
We
it's
have
up your
it.
alley, but I'm telling you, dude. Once you start reading that, you're gonna want it. You're gonna want it.
Well, that's all I've got for this week. Let's move on to you, Jimmy.
All right. I'm actually gonna do 4. I'm gonna do 4 as a serious review, a heavy review, and then I'm gonna do 2 as kind of a gloss over it. Just kind of do a quick rundown. But the first one that I have, and this is gonna, from what I can tell, at the end of it, okay, this is gonna be Silver Surfer issue number 12. You've got Dan Slott, Michael Allred, and Laura Allred as the artist and writer, and it looks like the end of this one is going to lead into Secret Wars. So I don't know if they're dropping the title or if they're meshing it in. But either way, it has always... And this... I will push this series forever. I will tell people forever what... You know, if somebody wanted to read something that is imaginative, that has that quality of like Labyrinth, Dark Crystal, the very dreamlike quality, but at the same time the impending doom, or not even doom, but just something ominous underlying. This book has it, and it always grabs me every time I read it. I can't just stop reading it and put it down and say, well, I'm done for now. I'm gonna put, no, I have to finish this fucking book the minute I start reading it. But it is so good. It's a great story. You've got Dawn Greenwood and Norrin Radd just after they've saved the misfit planet of survivors from Galactus's endless onslaught of consuming planets. So these are people who have survived from civilizations long since dead because of his consumption, and they have to deal with him again. And this is a couple of issues after that situation. They finally found another planet to settle on, and they find that there is a being trying to keep them there. So it's a really, really good story. Dawn Greenwood is the sidekick character, the secondary character, and she's an Earther. She is from Earth.
Okay.
And she's been basically going around the cosmos for 12 issues with Silver Surfer, exploring things, and you get her perspective on how things are going. You get his perspective, and it has this very personal quality to it, and I love it.
How about a rating on that?
I'm going to rate it 5. Five chimichangas all the way, man.
Well, not to stop you for just a second. Yes, Jerry, there is still a comic book store in Baytown, and we'll get to them here in just a minute. Go ahead, Jimmy.
The next up is going to be Old Man Logan number 2, which is tied into Secret Wars. Apparently, Secret Wars is building up, and we will have a Wolverine.
That's right.
And that Wolverine will be the Old Man Logan Wolverine.
That's right.
At least that's as far as we know. There may be another one, but it's going to be Offspring.
That's right.
It's either going to be one of the sons, depending on which universe wins out. But Old Man Logan, this is awesome. It's kind of like him falling through the cracks of the universe. The first issue starts off with him in the Old Man Logan time period.
Okay.
And which is like 30 or 40 years after, the 616 current universe, I guess, or the previous current pre-civil or pre-Secret War.
There you go.
Universe. Anyway, but this one has him stumbling onto the Age of Apocalypse universe.
Okay.
And the surprise that some of the characters meeting him and him dealing with that situation. And also meeting some of the horsemen of the apocalypse and Apocalypse himself. So this is an interesting book, and I really want to see where it goes. The artwork is very gritty. It might be a turnoff to some. To me, I have no problem with it. I think the writing's great. I think it's a good side story. It's something to look at. So if you're that in depth with Secret Wars and you want to know what's going on, this I think is going to be one of the big characters that you need to follow. There's some other stuff out there, but I definitely recommend following that.
Well, what about rating on that?
Rating on Old Man Logan number 2, I'm going to go with a 4.5.
Nice.
Next up, I will rate. I'm going to go with Deadpool's Secret Wars number 2. You know, whenever they ended the Deadpool series and basically killed him off, I thought, oh, okay, it's over, it's done.
It's never.
You know, I'm not going to have to buy another Deadpool book. You know, and I was
Here you are with another Deadpool.
I was saddened, but yet relieved. I was like, my pocketbook won't take such a big hit. Yeah, the first issue, I bought 6 variations of the cover for the first issue. So, yeah, sorry, baby. If my girlfriend's listening, I'm sorry, but I had to because they were all awesome. But yes, issue 2 is Deadpool basically doing his own version of the very first Secret Wars, where he's inserted into it, and it's kind of a present tense to flashback kind of thing.
Gotcha.
It's like present tense is Deadpool is the only member out of his group alive.
Oh wow!
And the past tense is him dealing with all the other members that have passed on in this secret war, and it's pretty crazy, man. You actually get to see him fully regenerated, and yeah, it's a very weird look.
I'm gonna have to borrow those and Old Man Logan.
Yeah, you are. I'm gonna have to get you the original Old Man Logan so you can read that too. But this one, it's got quirky humor. It's got him dealing with the Marvel superheroes. You know, you got the Hulk, you got Spider-Man, you got Captain America. You got Deadpool, you know, bitching and complaining about Cap having an awesome shield, and you know he's got a shield. And anyway, with all the quirky zaniness that Deadpool can offer, and to tie it into the Secret Wars line, or at least his interpretation of it, I would give this a 4.5. So 4.5 chimichangas. Check it out if you're a Deadpool fan. It's a must read. The next big one I'm going to throw out there, and I covered 2 last.
That's right.
I think I covered issue 2 weeks ago. Archie versus Predator, number 3 of 4. I'm not going to go too big on this one because I think I gave a big synopsis last time. You know, a lot of people in Riverdale are dying. This is like I said before. This is everything you would expect from a Dark Horse comic, everything you would expect from an Archie comic, and everything you wouldn't expect, all smashed into one.
I can believe that.
Jughead, this is a big spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
Jughead dies in this issue. So, yeah. And he dies appropriately. So, yeah, if you want to see the death of Jughead, then check out Archie versus Predator, number 3 of 4. I'm steady enjoying this series. It's only 4 issues, and I'm going to give it a 5. I'm going to give it 5 chimichangas.
Well, most of Dark Horses are 4-issue arcs. It's
great, dude.
Well, on the news of Archie, a new volume for Archie is starting soon.
Yes.
And our friend, Mr. Foreman.
Chris Foreman.
That's right. He is doing the cover art. And another one of our friends, Chris Asbeck, is doing the color on that cover.
Nice.
So y'all keep a lookout on that.
I think it's a classic.
It's the 100.
Yeah, it's a throwback to a Spider-Man cover.
Yeah, the Spider-Man 100 cover.
Yeah, looks awesome.
It does, and all of ours are already on reserve as soon as they come in. So we will have first copies, and we will have them all autographed.
All right, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on Superior Iron Man number 9. Superior Iron Man number 9, you have Pepper Potts on the cover.
I see Rescue.
Yes.
And
Iron Man in his symbiote armor. This is basically, the past 3 or 4 issues they've been dealing with Iron Man's backed up consciousness, pre-Axis consciousness, trying to basically get back in the head of Tony Stark.
Oh, wow.
And you see an epic fail in that situation in this issue. So,
Reggie.
Yeah. The Superior Iron Man is still going. They hadn't fixed him yet. And if you want to see Tony Stark be an absolute dick, pick up this series.
I see you have Darth Vader number 6 there.
Yes, I do. Darth Vader number 6. I believe this is the regular cover. You've got Palpatine up front, Vader behind him. What the dealio in issue number 5, Vader encounters some technologically enhanced beings that were a pet project of the Emperor.
Uh-oh.
And a couple of them are techno-enhanced Jedi. They don't use the Force. They use technology to simulate the Force.
Oh, wow.
Along with several other high-tech gadgetry type dudes. And the whole deal with 6 is Palpatine is pitting Vader against them. And them against each other. Because he's trying to weed out the weak and bring forth the agents he wants to use in whatever nefarious schemes he has coming up.
Now, where in the timeline does that fall?
I would say this is around the time of New Hope, around the time of Empire Strikes Back. So I believe the first Death Star has been destroyed.
Okay.
But this is definitely before Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
So you got some interesting side story there and it's Disney Marvel.
Yeah.
And Disney owns the rights to Marvel. Marvel owns the rights to Star Wars. So
yeah,
there you go, man. You can kind of have a Star Wars nerdgasm with that.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. I haven't been picking up any of the other Star Wars titles. However, Lando Calrissian is the next character they're going to tackle.
That's right.
There you go.
I've heard rumors flying around that Boba Fett might wind up with his own title. That's not confirmed. That's rumor. But I guarantee you, if it happens, your boy JD is going to be reading it. I am a huge fan of the Fett, so yeah, I'll be all over that.
You can bet that's coming.
Oh yeah, I'll be on that like shit on Velcro.
You're not the only fan of the Fett, man. There are tons of people who love Boba Fett.
But, Jerry, to get back to your question, is there still a comic book store in Baytown? Yes, there is. Our friends over at All Star Comics and Cards.
Currently in San Jacinto Mall.
They will soon be moving, I believe, in a couple of weeks, right across the street. And that used to be Ponchos. I don't know what that is now. But right across the street from the San Jacinto Mall, right on the other side of Garth, they're going to be moving over there. They're going to have a much bigger store. And they're also soon going to be opening another store in Humble. Now, I have some back news, rumor, possibility of who might be at the opening of the Humble store, but I'm not going to give that away yet because it's not confirmed yet.
Make sure it's confirmed.
That's right. But I guarantee you, I promise, as soon as it is, we'll have it first.
And Jerry says he wants to see Vader versus Phoenix Jean Grey.
I'd say, you can definitely look forward to seeing some crossovers, but I'm pretty confident it's not going to happen for quite a while.
The only way I could think of to see that would be if Capcom got the license to do another Marvel vs. Capcom game, and instead of it just being Marvel, it would be a Disney versus Capcom game. So you have Disney...
Yeah.
Everything under the Disney Marvel house.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, even that.
Yeah.
That would be, dude.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Which they have a game coming out. I don't have the date on that. Chris will have the date on that. But as soon as we get the news, y'all will have the news. What else? Oh, definitely. Huge thank you to Southern Vapors over in Baytown. They're located on Texas Avenue.
I don't know if you
Jerry,
guys...
I know you're a customer. You were at our grand opening. We do have 2 flavors that are officially out. We have Pro Nerd and Stay Puffin'. Pro Nerd tastes like a handful of nerd candy, and Stay Puffin' tastes like toasted marshmallow peanut butter. And I've been vaping the tar out of Stay Puffin'. As a matter of fact, I'm almost out.
I actually sold my bottle.
Oh my!
I had a coworker that was like, "What do you got?" And let him smell it, let him taste it. He's like, "That is delicious," and it was Stay Puffin'.
There you go.
I sold that off to him for $10. So I was like, "Hey, you got a deal, whatever." But hey, I guess I'm gonna have to. Oh, not game. I want some weird ass storyline.
Well, like I said, you can almost count on it happening, but it's not going to happen for a while. Marvel just now got the rights back to Star Wars. They're going to sandbag that. They're going to milk it a while with just being Star Wars before they start crossing stuff over.
Yeah,
if they do.
That's the thing. They've got to cross the universes over. And remember, Star Wars happened a long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Now, pulling those two characters together might be possible somehow, but you're going to have to do some serious creative writing.
Jerry says, stay puffing for the win. I'm on my third bottle. Dude, third bottle. Wow. You vape a lot, man.
Just out of curiosity, have you sent us a picture yet?
Yes, he did.
He did. Awesome. Cool.
For those of you who don't know, I'll go over it again. If I see 100 pictures posted, 100 total, between Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.
No duplicates.
No duplicates of your face and your bottle of the nerdery vapor liquid, then I will be giving away to one of that lucky 100 all 4 copies of The End is Forever.
Which is the last 4 issues of Fantastic Four.
That's right. That's number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Hey, Jerry actually did it the night the vapor release.
There you go.
But definitely want to thank the guys. We have those 2 flavors that are officially out. Now we have 3 in the wings that will be releasing soon. We have Venomous, which technically was released.
Did have a small release, but it was very limited.
Yeah, they were out of one of the extracts, or were very low on one of the extracts. And I think they were able to sell a few bottles, but they didn't have a lot.
Yeah.
Another one that we have coming out, it was Cryptic.
Cryptic?
Which is our Superman theme flavor. I'm not going to tell you what it tastes like. You're just going to have to figure that out on your own. Venomous is like a Jägerbomb light.
Yeah.
And we have new news.
New news.
That's right. I went up there Thursday to talk to the guys and tried out a new flavor that they're going to be pushing out on our line. And it's going to be called Just Sayin'. S-A-Y-A-N.
Just Sayin'.
And it tastes like orange dreamsicle, and it's incredible, folks. I guarantee you I'm going to be stocking up on that stuff.
I love orange dreamsicle.
And there's whispers and rumors of another flavor, but I'm not going to give you that until we're closer to confirmed on that.
Yeah.
But definitely huge thanks to those guys. Man, y'all really knocked it out of the park. We came up with something, and y'all did it. Y'all made it happen, and y'all went beyond making what we wanted to happen and gave us more.
That was an awesome premiere. I can't say it again. I can't say more than they already have. But just to reiterate, that was just the coolest thing ever, and I was freaking half dead for it.
Yes, one of our listeners and guys, he's done a guest on our show before.
Ah, Lewis.
Yes, he got a bottle of Venomous, and he needs to go pick up another bottle. Yeah, you do. You do need to go pick up another bottle. I need to go pick up a bottle because I don't even have one.
I got to go pick up a bottle.
I'm still running on the original No Nick Taster.
I don't have a bottle anymore. I got to go get one.
But what else? I know I had some other stuff. Oh, apparently the big news that everybody's talking about this week is Miles Morales getting his own book.
Miles Morales, the Ultimate Universe Spider-Man.
That's right. Now, here's where I scoff at that. He's had his own book for quite some time now. Ultimate Spider-Man. It was part of the Spider-Verse, and it's been on running ever since. So, I don't see how that's news.
Well,
he's going to get his own title. He has his own title.
Well, with the whole Secret Wars thing going on, I mean, everything's in flux. You've got the meshing of both universes, and I, it's kind of hard for me to figure out what's going on so far.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be a new title. It might be
possibly.
Because you got Web of Spider-Man, you got Amazing Spider-Man, you got Spectacular Spider-Man.
The Web of Spider-Man.
They might be getting away from the Ultimate.
Yeah.
Spider-Man and call it something else.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that in our second half. We got 30 seconds left on our first half.
Uh-oh.
We'll be back in 30 minutes, folks, and trust me, it's going to be a good time. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back here in just a little while.
Stick around.
That's right.